to another episode of the Get Into Yoruba podcast. It is me, your host, Lade Odunubi, back again with another one. I'm joined today again by Seun for another wonderful, fun, exciting, great lesson. Today, we're going to be talking about numbers. We're going to be learning how to count and use numbers in Yoruba. Hi, Sean. How are you?
Hi, Lade. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Thank you. Hi,
Yay! I'm
everyone.
excited too. Hi, everyone. Indeed. How's your day been?
It's been interesting. It's been fun. It's been fun.
Fair enough. No, I hear it. I hear it. It's been, yeah, same here. Okay, let's make it even more interesting and even more fun by getting stuck into today's lesson. So over to you, Sharon, with the numbers.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, Lade. Thank you very much also for always having me. And thank you to everyone for just listening in and just joining us on this Yoruba journey. It's so much fun. Just getting to learn about your roots and connect back. And of course, just like Lade said, today's topic is pretty interesting. Numbers in Yoruba. Um you typically, or the typical way you can say it is onka, onka.
Onka,
Yes,
onka.
onka ní èdè Yorùbá. So onka ka means to count or to read. Yes. So for example, if I say mò ń ka ìwé, that's I am reading a book. Or mo ka ìwé, I read a book. So ka is
Okay.
to read or count. So onka means what you count, the things you count, or the unit for counting, right?
Mm,
So that's the idea behind Onka, Nede Yoruba. All right. So of course, Onka is very important to learn because you get to quantify things every single day. Um, I just want one shirt. Get me 2 cups of coffee. Um, all those things just he has like a very um repeated use case in terms
mm,
of numbers generally. That is why doing onka near the Yoruba is pretty important. And then onka near the Yoruba is is pretty straightforward and a bit arithmetic, right? In the way you use it. So yeah, pretty much that. And then there are like um two categories, right? Let me use two categories of number. So there's cardinal numbers and there's ordinal numbers, right? Cardinal numbers are the numbers basically that you use to count. When I say it like that, you used to count, like you used to show um quantity or to quantify something. Okay, so like when we say 2 cups, right? Now, ordinal numbers is the number you use to show order or position. So the second cup. So
uh,
second cup is different from 2 cups, right?
yeah.
So in Yoruba it's like that, right? So if I have a cup, right, I'll
Mm,
say or if I want to say 2 cups in Yoruba, I'll say uh Ife is actually cup. Now Ife is British traditional Yoruba, so you might not hear Ife around. So don't come back and say, "Oh, I heard that teacher saying Ife," and then I'm not hearing it around. So if you say Ife Meji or Aga Meji or Asho Meji, Asho is clothes, right? Something you hear often. Asho Meji, that's two clothes. But Asho KG is the second cloth. So those are just the two little differences in Yoruba numbers.
okay.
But before we even start using them to quantify or position things, let's even learn the numbers itself, right?
Mm,
So Yoruba numbers are pretty easy, but the most work is in knowing the most the most basic ones. That's from 1 to 10. knowing them very well.
Okay.
Of course, then knowing one to 14. Let me even say 1 to 14. Those are the unique numbers. Then after you know 1 to 14, every other thing now builds on that. All right. So what we'll do now is that I'm going to break it into. So we are reading 1 to 14. Yeah. So
Okay.
I'll read 1 to 5. You read after me. I'll read 6 to 10. You read after me. Then we'll do that to 14. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So from 1 to 5, 1, Okan, 2, Meji, 3, Meta, 4, Mary, 5, Maru. Can you say that?
What? You just said it. Okay. One Ocon. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Did I say that wrong? Okay.
You
One
said
is
well.
Ocon.
Mm-hmm.
Two Meiji. Three Meta. Is
Mm-hmm.
that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Four Marion. Oh, okay, okay, good. Four Marion, five Maroon. Is that
Great.
correct?
Yeah. Yeah, it's very correct.
I
It's
don't
very
know.
correct. It's
Do you know
very
I
correct.
find numbers really, really hard. I find
Oh
them
wow.
really, really hard. Yeah, I don't
Oh
know why.
wow.
It's just I feel like I've learned the numbers so many times, and every time I'm like, I have no idea. So this is really
Oh.
helpful.
Okay. 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 I mean, so now you can count from 1 to 5. And I believe we can even make like some visual cues available for people that are listening so that they can see these numbers as we read them here.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So that's 1 to 5. So now
Yes.
6 to 10. So I will say it slowly so like you can catch up. So
Okay.
6 is mefa, 7 is meje. Oh, okay. Let me do one. So 6 mefa.
Thank you. Six Mefa.
Nice. 7 meje.
Seven Meiji.
Nice. It almost sounds similar to 2. Um 8 mejo.
Eight Mejo.
Nice. 9 mẹ́sàn-án.
Nine Meson.
10 mẹ́wàá.
Ten Mewa.
Nice. Now
Okay.
11 is almost like you're going back to 1 again. But you notice that all the numbers almost start with M except number 1, which is Okon. So
Mm.
11 starts with it starts with M as well, and it is Mokonla.
Mokonla.
Yes, Mokonla. It has 1 in between it, but then La is like saying plus 10. So Mokonla. 12 is Mejila. Can you repeat that?
Mejila.
13 is Metala.
Metala.
Yeah. Then 14 is Merila.
Merinla. So it's basically the numbers but with la, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So one, two,
Okay.
three, four, but with La. Except for one, which now starts with an M.
Mokon
Mokola.
Mokonla. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's
Yes.
let's let's take it from the top, right? Because it's a lot of information. Okay, so to start from one,
Mm-hmm.
Okon,
Mm-hmm.
two,
Mm-hmm.
Meiji,
Nice.
three,
Mm-hmm.
Meta, four, Mary, five, Maroon, six, Mefa, seven, Meiji,
Yep, yep, yep,
eight,
yep.
eight, Mejo,
Nice. Nice.
nine, Maison, Maison,
Nice.
Maison.
Nice.
How do you
Yes.
pronounce it? Nine.
Maison.
Maison. And 10 is Mewa.
Exactly. Mewa.
And 11 is Mukonla. 12
Nice.
is Mejila.
Nice.
13 is metala, and 14
Exactly.
is merinla.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yay!
Beautiful. Yay. I mean, that's just amazing. I mean, that's literally it 1 to 14. Again, as soon as you can get to see these numbers, it's just with use cases, you
Mm,
would be able to now work with it. Um,
mm.
all right. So from here on out, now you have to learn two new terms. Those two new terms are going to guide um your use of Yoruba. So your use of the numbers or for every number you want to get. All right. So the first term you want to learn is din, as in din.
Okay, what does that mean?
Yeah. So in for in regular Yoruba, I'm supposed to say di ini. So din means to deduct.
Din.
To
Okay.
deduct. Right? Because
Mhm.
from here on out, you are going to be deducting, right, based on the
Okay.
tenth values in between. Right. So the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, those are going to be our
Okay.
reference for deducting or adding,
Okay.
basically. So then the second term you're going to learn is lay, as in LE.
Le.
Yeah, and you can guess what that means already.
Adding?
Exactly.
What's le?
Adding.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so if you're not deducting, you're adding din deduct. That one already has the same beginning letter like the English word. Din
Mhm.
deduct.
Mhm.
Lay add. Din
Le.
deduct
Add.
lay add.
Mhm.
Now,
Din did.
um
Le.
also in this phase now, you now need to know all the tens in between. Right? So we're
Okay.
going to start with the very first 10, which is 20. Um
Okay.
and 20 in Yoruba is Ogun. Can you say that?
Ogun.
Ogun, Ogun,
Ogun.
yes, Ogun. Now, since we know 20 and we want to
Mhm.
get, what's the next number I want to get now? Or we are counting it now?
15.
15, exactly, exactly. So from every fifth mark, the reference would come from the next tenth that we are going to have, right?
Okay.
So basically, the reference for 15 is coming from 20. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So
Okay.
15 will be márùndínlógún. I'll say that again.
So maroon is
Mm-hmm.
5.
Mm-hmm.
Din is
Mm-hmm.
to deduct, and
Exactly.
Ogun is 20. So 15 is 20 minus 5.
Exactly. And there you
Math.
have it, Professor. You're a genius. You're a Yoruba professor. So exactly that's the breakdown of it. 5 deducted from 20. Now the L before the logo is like the term that kind of conjures everything together. That's why it is logo. All right. So for 15, so you're moving closer to 20. So you can
Mm,
imagine that you will not need as much as Maroon again to get
mm.
16. So can you guess what number you will need there now?
You would need 4, I think. 4, which is
Exactly.
Mary.
Great. Mary.
Yay.
So we are now replacing Maroon with Mary in that same word for
So
15.
Mary
So
de Logun.
beautiful. You already know all
Really?
the numbers. You already know every. The only thing you don't know now, right, is
Yeah.
30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Wait, sorry, it can't. No, wait. So it would be Mary de Logun, which is 26.
16.
Meta, so which is 16.
Mm-hmm.
Meta
Mm-hmm.
Dilogun,
Mm-hmm.
17.
Exactly.
Meji Dilogun, which is 18.
I said you're a
Okay, how do I
genius,
say
didn't I?
19 then? How do I say 19?
Okay, so just like with 11, we now need to use an M as well. So, Mokon, Dinlogun.
Mokon Dilogun. And
Exactly.
then Ogun. Wow, that's
What?
good. That
Exactly.
is good. good.
So yeah, and that way, I mean, you're good to go. You can count to 100. You just need to know the tens. Now, lay
Okay.
comes in when you have to read from 21 to 24, for example.
Okay.
Before you get to 25 again, I start doing
Okay.
again. So what will
Okay.
21 be?
See, I don't know where the lay goes. Would it be Okon lay
So it will be
logo? I don't know.
replacing the din. The lay will be
So
replacing the din, and then
so
it will be like 19, but with a
Mokon
lay.
lay logo.
Amazing. Mokonle logun.
Ah, okay, so Mokon lay logo, Meji lay logo,
Yeah.
Meta lay logo,
And that is
Mary lay
metalelogun
logo
is.
is three.
So our
It's
listeners,
23.
you see?
Meta lay logo is 23.
Exactly, exactly.
Wow, this is exciting.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a
Wow, do
little
you know
bit
what?
of math.
I've never I've never thought about it as being so simple. Like once you know the building blocks, like the 1 to 14, like you said, you really can just build on the
On
rest of
it.
the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And so when
Mm-hmm.
you then get to Maru, you go back to D.
Yes, and then use the next 10 as a reference.
Okay.
You should
Okay,
write a
so
book.
so what's so
You should write a
you
Yoruba
should write a
book.
book. You should write a book.
Mhm.
Okay, so what is 30 then?
All right. So now 24 is Merin Lelogun. So we already got to
Hmm.
that point. Now, so
Hmm.
30 is Ogbon.
Ogbon.
Ogbon. Yes. Redo.
Ogbon.
Ogbon. Yes. Ogbon. Ogbon. So what would be 25?
Ooh. Marun din logbon.
Beautiful. Marundinlogbon.
Woohoo! How exciting. I hope the listeners are also getting this right. So 30 is ogbon. Ogbon? Mm. What did you
Ogbon.
say?
Ogbon.
Ogbon. Ogbon.
Ogbon is wisdom. Ogbon is 30.
Oh, classic Yoruba. Classic.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Really.
ogbon.
Mm-hmm. Ogbon.
Okay.
Ogbon.
And what is 40?
All right. So now this place is also interesting, right? Because
Okay.
just like with the other numbers, there's also a building block, right? So 40 is a multiple of 20, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
So two forties. Ogun Meji.
That's
So Ogun,
40?
no, well, not literally, but like that, those are the
Okay,
building blocks. So Ogun
okay.
20, Meji 2. So Ogun Meji. So 40 is Ogoji.
Wow. Okay, Ogoji is
Yes.
40.
Ogoji.
Okay,
Ogoji.
okay.
So
Ogoji.
for all the numbers up to 100, you can even say 120, right? Because of how interesting it is, right?
Mm,
Um so 40 is 220, so that's Ogoji, right? So now 60 will be how many 20s?
3.
Exactly. So and that will just be Ogota.
Ogota. Okay, so like a cross between Ogun and Meta.
They came together and they had a
Okay.
baby, and the baby was called Ogota. Very interestingly, right? So now 80 is how many 20s?
4.
Exactly. So four 20s. So Ogunmerin. What do you think?
Ogun Mary.
Yes. What do you think 80 will now be?
Ogori.
Yes. So that would be Ogorin.
Oh, Ogori. That was for real.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. it was. It was.
Okay.
And of course, 100. 100 would be how many 20s?
5.
Exactly. So that's. And what is 5 again?
Maru.
Beautiful. So that's Ogunmarun.
Ogumaru.
Yeah. So how would you say Ogunmarun?
Ogoru.
Beautiful. Ogorun.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. What we missed, how do we say 50? Because 50 is not a multiple of 20.
I'm glad you asked. Thank you. Thank you so much for asking. Right, because we have 50, 70, and 90. Now,
Okay.
the names for those numbers are now derived from the number before them, right? So
Okay.
60, 50 is derived from 60, 70 is derived from 80, 90 is derived from 100. So what
Okay.
is 60 again?
Ooh, Ogota.
Okay, so Ogota. So now we are changing our OGO to AADO.
AADO.
Yes.
Ado.
So it will be O, AADO. So
I honestly don't even, what is, I have no idea.
you don't know how that will sound. So that's
No.
Ado, Ado.
Ado.
Yes. So
Ado.
Adota. Mm-hmm.
Adota.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Got it. Got it. So instead of Ogo, it's Ado.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay.
What
Adota.
what Adota means is 60 minus 10.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
And
that's why we
that's
have to
50.
exactly.
Adota. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So let's go for
Okay. So then
70.
70 would be 80, which is Ogori.
Beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
Adori.
Amazing. Yay.
Wow.
Adori. Adori.
So good. Okay, Adori. And
Then
nine
90.
90. Well, you didn't tell me what 100 was. Oh, no, you did actually.
You did. You're the professor
I
here.
did. I did. So 100 is Ogoru. So
Beautiful.
90 would be Adoru.
Amazing. Woo. I should be giving you a certificate now, right? Of yes. Of scholarship. Like you did well. Like you did well. That's
Thank you.
so
Wow.
really so that's 1 to 100 in a crash course.
Wow. 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 This is so good because I've never actually been able to break it down. Let us do 10, 20, 30, 40. Let's say them in order
In the
for the
okay.
listeners so that they
All right.
will remember.
Catch up. All right. So
You
10 will
should I
be yeah, you can try. You
10?
can go ahead.
10? No,
Mm-hmm.
no, 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 no. We do it together, okay? 10 10 will be Mewa.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm.
20 is Ogun.
Beautiful.
30 is Ogbon.
Amazing. Amazing.
40 is Ogoji.
Beautiful. Ogoji.
Woo!
Amazing.
50 is Ado
50 is a derivative of 60, which is three twenties.
Adota.
Amazing. Adota. It's more like saying adota, like HER then daughter. Adota. So
Yeah, Adota. And then 60 is Ogota, right?
mm-hmm. Yep.
70 is Adoring.
Beautiful.
80 is Ogoring.
Amazing. Amazing. Ogorin.
90 is Adorun.
Beautiful.
And 100 is Ogorun.
Yay!
Oh, that is so good. That
Right.
is so good.
So you see, you didn't even need my help, right? Like you didn't need the training wheels. You didn't need the training wheels. Like You've rode all the way. That's amazing. Amazing
Oh,
stuff.
wow. That is so good. Listeners, I hope that you are also getting this and repeating because this is so, I would never, it's so, when you break it down like that, it actually makes so much sense. I've never,
Mhm.
ever, ever
Put
thought
it
to
together
like,
that way.
never, never, ever. It's, that's actually,
Mhm.
because once you know the basics, the building blocks of 1 to 14,
Yeah.
even 1 to 10, to be honest, once you know the basics, then everything is kind of like plus or minus or like building up from that. So that
All
is
right.
very exciting. Really, really good. I know we also need to do the cardinal numbers, but we might actually just do a part two of this because I feel like the listeners and myself, we need this to like marinate and like just we need to just digest it a little before we jump onto
Mhm.
cardinal. So actually, maybe we might do this is numbers part one, and then the next time we can do numbers part two, which is when we can do cardinal numbers and
Mhm.
go into that a little bit more. Because this has been so good and so fun and so helpful. Helpful for me, I can't lie, helpful for me.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
it's interesting. It's interesting. It's interesting on my end as well. So by the next class we would, or the next episode, we are going to talk more um on more like the use cases, because in the real sense, so these are cardinal numbers. Like I says, if I want to say 21 days in Yoruba, so
mhm,
days is
mhm,
ojo.
mhm,
So
mhm.
21 days will be ọjọ́ mọ́kànlélógún.
Fair. Makes sense. Yeah.
So ọjọ́ mọ́kànlélógún, that's 21 days. Now if I want to say the 21st day in Yoruba, I'll say ọjọ́ kọkànlélógún.
Oh, 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 that is something else. That is definitely giving part two because
No, I'm
whoa.
saying that the reason I'm saying that is because it's the same numbers. I just changing the
Mhm.
M before it to K. But in use
Mm,
case, we cannot establish many of all these things. Well, so yeah,
amazing. I
thumbs up
look
to
forward to
part
that. I look forward
two.
to that. That sounds really good. I'm sure the listeners are looking forward to it as well. As I say in every episode, listen to this multiple times, listen to this again and again with Yoruba. You have to keep practicing, you have to keep saying things. Um, we will leave Seun's details in the show notes and in the Instagram caption. So if you want one-to-one lessons, please reach out to him to have the time and the TLC to know all the things, all the extra, all the corners, all the fun things, even more fun things. So please do reach out and do keep practicing. Sean, do you have anything to say to the listeners before we head off?
Yeah, I mean, practice is just key. So every time you use this number, so if you have a Yoruba relative or Yoruba friend or Yoruba co-worker or colleague, every word that you pick up and learn from this podcasts, you're supposed to just try to use it. So if you like now you've learned meji, so maybe if your colleague asks you how many burgers should I get you or coffee should I get you, you can say meji and let them be wild let them be blown away by that, right? So with practice you get to know it and all. I have a question for
Ooh,
Ololade though, right? I'm going
oh,
to put her on the hot
sure.
seat. So now that I've learned the numbers, I want to give her a random number from 1 to 100 that
Oh
I
my
want her
gosh.
to, on the spot. I'm putting her on the spot. So
Okay.
my number for you now is, don't worry, you'll get it. So I'm giving you the
Okay.
number 67.
Ooh, 67. Okay, let's work backwards. 70
Mm-hmm.
is adoring.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
So 67 has to be met meta. Diladoring.
Yay! Yay!
Oh wow!
Meta Dila Adorin. Right. Meta.
Metadiladoring.
Beautiful, beautiful. You're already sounding very native. Wow, that's amazing. Wow.
Oh wow! That was no. Honestly, I was nervous for a second there, but I brought it back. I brought
No, but
it back. I hope
you
I
got
hope the
it.
listeners have gotten that as well. That is
Yeah.
so wow. Yay, this is so good. I feel like I've
Mm-hmm.
genuinely learned so much.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Mm-hmm.
you.
You
Thank you
literally
so
have
much,
learned from
Shane.
1 to 100. You're
I
welcome.
know, just like that. Quick, quick, quick.
Just like
Very
that. Just like
efficient
that.
as well.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Sean, for your time. Listeners,
Mm-hmm.
thank you for being here with us this time. We will catch you